Hello everyone and welcome back to another Permadeath Timberborn. Boy, we've been going for a while and lasted a lot longer than we thought we would. This is a pretty short video. You're going to understand why we get hit with a drought really early on. It was only 23 days and it just raises the flag of the problem that we've got with turning the birthing pods and, well, leaving the birthing pods on as our new rule. If you're new to this, please check out the rules in the description. We're trying to create a hard permadeath mode. We've learned a lot up to this point and we're going to keep learning, and hopefully that leads us to creating our own map and an official way of playing this game where we might even put some leaderboards. I was thinking of creating some sort of site with a leaderboard where the community can get involved as well and share it. But for now, the drought has ended. Water returns to our quaint little valley of miserable beavers. I mean, look, they're in the red on their misery right now, and you've got to fix that. We need to make these guys actually enjoy their existence, and we are going to focus on that. But we've got a lot of other building products that need to be dealt with as well, and resources are still a problem. Speaking of resources being a problem, the main resource that is a problem right now is water. And because we managed to pretty much excavate this reservoir 1 down to its ground level, opened up the ability for us to continue building our water storage and water pumping stations. And the design carries on as it does before. We build a scaffold, we extend that scaffold out above the water. We can't use that land to grow crops anyway, so we may as well use it to have large water storage. The challenge with building this, it uses a lot of metal blocks. Our metal district still is not functional. It works, but it needs a lot to get it going still. It's lacking in power. We spent a couple of episodes ago focusing on the power wheels. They still need to be built as well. And that's why we built a lot of forest. We've built a lot of foresters that were going to come into action on this episode, except for, as I said, we get hit with a drought early. It's the earliest we've ever had one. It was only like 23, 24 days that it came in, which kind of sent me into a panic of preservation, of making sure that this colony gets through, following our rules, no sacrifice, turning birthing pods on and off. But it still does come to that problem and challenge. We do need to, at one point, allow these beavers to survive without turning the birthing pods off. It's becoming a bit of a achievable crutch, which is against the idea of a permadeath hard mode, and something when we do create the rules for the next one, we need to decide how many days in the cycle, well, how many cycles do we do before we put that rule in. And the luck of the draw might happen. We may do that when we play through and we have very short runs between droughts. We've actually been very fortunate in this one so far that we actually had a 100-day run of good water. Wasted most of it, but the point is we have been pretty lucky with that for our development. So part of it is water storage. You're seeing that now. We need a lot of materials. We're going to focus on that. But to get a lot of materials, we need a lot of beavers. And it's a management game as much as it is a design game. I like the design side. The management side stresses me out a little bit. So here we are. It's day 20. My eyes are bad. Can't see. I'm looking on this on a small screen. It's in the 20s. It's not been very long. In fact, it is day 20 because day 24, the drought actually happened. So it's day 20. I'm building along. I'm working out trees and working out resource. And then this came up, which if you watch the long video, sent me into a little bit of a panic situation because Reservoir 2 hadn't really received any water. I was still trying to work out if it had a hole in it from the previous episode when I made that mistake. And this episode kind of changes from optimism of building resources and looking it into, oh, we need water survival. I mean, look, Reservoir 2 has nothing in it. It's got nothing. And that's pretty much what dominated the rest of the long playthrough video until the drought hit us. And let's jump ahead to when that happened. So we're fast forwarding 3 days. seeing what we get hit with a bad tide. And the bad tide's only 47 days. It's not that bad, but I've only got 6,000 water, I've only got 1,000 food, and we were starting to build up the amount of beavers that we needed. I left a lot of the birthing pods on, well, the adult ones, because I wasn't that bothered about 47 days. I did start to get bothered towards the end of the playthrough, thinking, oh, have I just permadeath all of these beavers we've been working on? But I kind of ignored that and thought, you know what, we're going to focus on resource, we're going to focus on what we wanted to do, and let the fate of these beavers be decided. And part of that is finally making our food district an actual district. So far, it's kind of had like a umbilical cord with the pineapple. I'm going to change these names, you know, I mean, they're getting embarrassing now. But the district of pineapple has been an umbilical cord of this. It's not a district, it's connected through the metro and a path. So we fix that right now, and we finally build our crossing. And I get confused why it didn't work, and that's because there's still a pathway that's connected it. And once we destroy that pathway, it is now an official district. And the official district had a little baby beaver running around it that I didn't realize that somehow managed to get linked to it. I don't know how that happened, but don't worry, we did save him. He's alive, he's doing well, but he was abandoned in this district on his own for a little while, which was a bit sad. Again, we're unpausing everything. We want this district to work from day one when I start putting beavers into it. So we're going to unpause everything in here and fill it with the amount of beavers that are needed. And that was kind of it of the long playthrough video. You can see that there's drought left, and that's because I run the simulation from now on until the end of the drought. And the next episode of the long playthrough, unless anything major happens, you get to see sped up like 2,000% that takes us through these days. And that's because I'm excited about giving a full picture of this process. But the problem still remains, we need to bring a new rule in. I've got a feeling it's going to be cycle 15 that we're going to stick to for the birthing pods. Well, until that happens, I'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next one.